Do you have the intention of writing IELTS? If your answer is yes, then this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to show you how to register for the exams. I'm going to take you through the procedure from the first step to the last step, and by the time you are done watching this video, you wouldn't be found wanting. You wouldn't have problem registering for this exam. Most people would want to register for the IELTS, but then it looks as if the procedure is too tedious and too bulky. But I believe that taking you through the steps of the registration process will definitely help you pass once and for all. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, you can see the subscribe button right under this video. Just click on that and we are good to go. Whatever video I make with regards to IELTS, may be the first person to get it. I'm here to share with you my experience because I want to help you pass these exams once and for all. So now, without wasting much time, let's jump onto the PC and then let me take you through the processes involved when you want to register for IELTS. So now we are going to start with the registration process. All you have to do here is to enter the British Council's website in the search box over here. I'm using the Chrome browser. I don't know the kind of browser you are using, but then if you have the Chrome browser, I prefer you open that one so that I can really follow the actual procedure. So now I'm going to enter the British Council's website, which is www.britishcouncil.org.gh. So then you press enter. Now when you press enter, a new web page opens up to you with a lot of information you can probably explore, but then our intention here is to register for the exams, so we are not going to have time to look at all this. You can do that yourself or probably at your free time. So the next thing we have to do here is to go to take an exam. So when you click on that, a new message pops up, and in fact there are a lot of things you can read on their website. So now let's move on to the next step. Pause here. Your intention is to register for the exams, the IELTS. So we are going to click on Take IELTS with the British Council. So like the previous page that opened, there are a lot of information here too that you can read, especially if you have no idea about the IELTS. Why choose IELTS? You can possibly read and get to understand why you have to write these exams. There are a lot of information over here. Which IELTS test should I take? Test dates, fees, and a whole lot of that. So you can read them before you move on to the next step. But then I presume that you have an idea about IELTS. You have an idea with regards to why you are writing the exams and the dates and fees and perhaps the locations. So we are moving on straight to register. So now the next step here is to click on book your test at an official IELTS center. So I click on that and let's see what comes out of it. So now the heading of the page says book your test at an IELTS official test center. So I'm in Ghana. This is the official page for the British Council Ghana. I don't know where you are or where you are watching this video from, but I think the same procedure applies. As at the time I was registering, I think there was the procedure now was quite different from mine, but because I have registered for quite a number of people, I know how the procedure goes. So let's move on. So now we are still on to register for the exams. You see, IELTS comes in different forms or modules. We have the IELTS Academic and General Training paper-based test, and we have the IELTS Academic and General Training computer-delivered test. So the IELTS, someone may prefer to write the exams using the computer and others may prefer to do the paper-based one, where a paper is put in front of you with the questions on it and you answer accordingly. So whichever way you want, if you prefer to write the paper-based or the computer-based, you just have to choose. There are other forms here, but I don't think this really applies to you, especially if you're a nurse and you want to work in a professional organization or a hospital in UK, Canada, USA, or whatsoever. You have to focus on the IELTS academic, and if you want to have a training in any field, the general training is your choice. But that one, you can choose between the paper-based or the computer-based. It all depends on you. So now, I prefer to write the paper-based IELTS. In fact, when I chose the paper-based. So I believe that is what most people prefer, because we are not used to writing exams on the computer, especially if you are in Ghana. So all you have to do is to click on book now. You can see the amount you have to pay for the test, 1,495 Ghana cedis. So these amounts you have to pay, but then it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to pay this amount before you fill the online form. You can fill the form and then later make payment. So let's go on to book the test now. So now you are in to book the test. So the instruction says, welcome to the IELTS registration site. There are 3 stages to booking your IELTS test. So here they are. Check the availability and select your date, your test date. You will need to select a separate date for your speaking test. And secondly, you will create an account with British Council, and then the last thing is to book and you pay. So these are basically the 3 processes you have to go through. They are not very difficult, but then I just want to help you, guide you, so that you don't be found wanting. You see, there's another instruction here you have to be very critical of. If you are under 18, you need your parents or guardian to book the test for you. So that is very, very important. So now we are going to start with the process. So as I explained earlier, you have to know the module you want to write, whether the IELTS academic or the general training. Understand? It depends on what you want to do when you travel abroad. Do you want to take a training, or you prefer to work in a professional institution? If you are thinking of the former, then you have to consider general training. And if you want to work in a professional organization, then you have to do the IELTS academic, which is very, very important. I wouldn't give detailed explanations to them now. I'll do that in a separate video. So if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please click on the subscribe button right under this video, and you are good to go. You get all my teachings with regards to IELTS. My intention is to help you pass these exams once and for all. So now we are going to book the IELTS academic. I presume you watching this video is interested in working in a professional organization in an English speaking country. So we are going to book the IELTS academic. So just click on book IELTS academic. So now this is another page that is open up to us. We have to choose the country and territory and date. All will be done here. So you can read the instructions. It's a matter of understanding whatever has been stated here, and you follow suit. So study as university or undergraduate, that is the definition of the IELTS academic. If you are interested in writing the IELTS academic, the general impression here is that you have the intention of studying at a university at an undergraduate or postgraduate level, or you want to join a professional organization in an English speaking country. That is basically the general concept about IELTS academic. So I'm going to choose my country. See, I'm in Ghana, so let me type Ghana. So the next question has to do with do you need any special arrangements on the test date? And there's an explanation to that. It says we ask this question because it will affect the test dates that are available. You see, if you have any special arrangement as to whether you have a disability or actually any other arrangement that will affect the date you'll be choosing, you just have to click on yes, and you'll be asked to specify which arrangement or which special arrangement you need. But then if you have none, you click on no, which is very simple. I presume that you're a normal person, you have no disability or any other thing of that sort. So let's move on. When do you want to sit the test? Another instruction comes. You can choose more than 1 month. You see, early on you had to only choose a month, but now you can choose more than 1 month. And I think this decision is as a result of the COVID-19 or the insertion of the COVID-19, because it might happen that a lot of people may book for one particular month, and you know social distancing must apply. So what they will have to do is to probably give you another date in a month that has less number of IELTS takers. So this is very simple. For instance, if you choose October and let's say November, what happens here is that should the number of people who choose October be more than the required number specified for a test center, your date will be changed to, let's say, somewhere in November. Understand? So that is why you are required to choose 2 months. So I'll choose November and then December, which are actually the months ahead of us. Now, when you are done with that, you have to click on choose location. You see, in Ghana there are 2 test centers. There used to be 3, but then 1 has been actually eliminated. So we have that of Accra and Adum, which is in Kumasi. You can choose one or more locations, and it all boils down to the COVID-19 issues and the matter of social distancing. So if you prefer to write in Accra, all you have to do is to just click on the plus here and click on British Council. So now you can see 2 indications over here. When you hover the mouse pointer on it, you can see computer delivered exams available, and the other is paper-based exams available. What this means is that in Accra, the computer-based test and the paper-based test are available. So you can choose any of them that you prefer. You understand? And let's go to Adum, which is in Kumasi. So you can click on that, and there you can see that there's only 1 indication, meaning that you can only write paper-based exams in Kumasi. So if you want to write a computer-based test, it means that choosing Kumasi won't be the preferred or the best choice, because there is no computer-based exams to be held in the months that you choose. So here you have to go back and then probably unclick and limit yourself to Accra. But then if you are interested in the paper-based, you can still go on to choose both test centers, because in Accra the paper-based exams is available and that of Kumasi too. So this is a simple explanation I can give to the test centers. So I've chosen all the 2 because the instruction says I can choose more than 1 location. So now let me search for tests. The next thing here is very understandable. These are available tests. So if you see that some dates are faint and others are clickable, or let me say they have been deepened or highlighted in a way, these dates are the available dates, those that have been highlighted. So you can click on it to select whichever dates you want to write. For this month of November, you can choose to write on any of the highlighted dates, whether 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 27th, 25th, and the rest as well. But those that have faint means that tests won't be available on those dates. So if I should count, in November we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 dates you can choose from. So depending on how well you can prepare, you choose the dates accordingly. So now let's say I choose 25th November as my first date. Let me go to December and see if I can choose another date, because I was allowed to choose 2 months. So in case I'm not able to write, or probably due to one or two issues, my date is shifted, then I'll be given a date in December because I chose December as a second month. You understand? So that is really the explanation to this. So now, when you choose, you can see that every information has been highlighted here for you. So I chose 16th December as my test available date, and Accra to be the preferred test center. So now, what's next? So the next thing here is to choose the preferred time I would want to write the exams. So there are two of them here. So let me choose 9 o'clock and then choose this test. So there's another instruction for me to probably grab. You can see the test fee, 1,495 Ghana cedis. Let's go on to look at the detailed information we have been given. So you can see that this is IELTS Academic Computer Delivered Test. Wednesday, December 16, 2020. Last few seats available. And the other instructions are here as well. I really want to mention that I would want to write the IELTS Academic paper-based test, but it looks as if here is the computer delivered test, but in the same procedure. I think something didn't go on well, but let's move on. So what I have to do is, the date isn't confirmed. I mean, probably the date you have chosen isn't confirmed until you have finally booked the test. And to book the test means that you have made payments. You understand? You have paid the 1,495 Ghana cedis to British Council. It is only that, or it is only after that that they take you serious and you consider to have booked a test. So the next thing we're going to do is to choose our speaking dates. Early on, or after the time I registered, we were not permitted to choose speaking dates. They had to choose a preferred date for us. So you prepare for the other aspects, and then probably about 2 weeks or a week to writing the listening, reading, and then the writing. You'll be sent a date to probably come and do your speaking test. But now I think things are changing, and you have to choose a preferred speaking date. And here the speaking test may be a video call or a face-to-face. I mean, something like an interview. Yeah. So let me go on to choose a speaking test. I mean the date for the speaking test. So your listening, reading, and writing test is on Wednesday, which is 16th. I can still go on to change the date if I'm not probably comfortable with this by using this hyperlink. Your speaking test may be held in a different venue from your listening, reading, and then writing test. You may arrive at the venue at least 30 minutes before the speaking test starts. Time for registration. So now I'm going to choose a speaking date, and here you can see that it's only one date which is highlighted. And what this means is that speaking can only be done on 16th December. Now the impression here is that then I'll be writing all the IELTS tests on 16th December because my writing, my speaking, my writing, my listening, and then the reading are on 16th. Now this means that after you are done writing the listening, reading, and the writing test, you have to wait to do your speaking test. That is the impression here. But then you can still change the dates if you don't really prefer. So now let me choose the speaking date, and we are ready to go. So please choose a time. What time should I choose? Let me go for 2 o'clock. With that done, the location is confirmed. And do you have an account with us? No. So we are going to create an account, which is the second step. So click on create an account. Here I'm going to use a different name altogether. The full name and date of birth must match the identification document presented at the test location. Okay, so here let me see. Let me give my full name here. First name is Seth and the surname is Adman. My date of birth, let me actually do something else. And the year, let me choose 1995. Let me put my email. Okay. So your marketing preferences, here they would want to know if you would be happy with them sending you messages through emails and other platforms. So if you are happy, you just have to click on any of them that you want. And if you don't want them to send you any marketing updates, you just have to click on that. So I'm happy to receive information about product services and then events organized by British Council. So let me click on this. Usually they organize workshops which would actually enlighten your path to passing the exams. So now I agree to the account registration. Let me click on register. So the new email address is already in use. We would like to log in and continue booking. I think I have my details with them already because I've registered for the exams. And that is why they are saying that my email is already in use, but no problem. So now, now that you are logged in, you can continue with your booking. Your chosen test is not confirmed until you have completed your booking. I've explained this already. Your test selection is being held for the next 25 minutes. You should complete registration in this time to avoid losing this space. Here, the general impression here is that you see people are really choosing the dates you have chosen. So if you don't book the test as early as possible, if you don't pay as early as possible, when someone does ahead of you, then it means that the person will occupy that space or occupy that date you choose. And you have to actually choose a different date. That is the impression here. So now, let me click on book test. So your chosen test date will be held for probably 25 minutes or so. That's explained. Who are you booking the test for? So you have to choose whether you are booking the test for yourself or for your daughter or probably something, because in the earlier page it made mention of the fact that if you are not yet 18 years, your parents should do the booking for you. So if you are doing it yourself, you click on myself. You cannot book a test for a child under age of 11. If your child is 18 years or over, please ask them to register for themselves. So these are my details. Country of residence. So that is Ghana. Please provide a valid contact address and mobile number so we can contact you if necessary before or after the test. So let me just put in the number. Town or city. Let me write something like Koforidua. And the zip or postal code is 0233. and the state. Let me write something like newspaper. And the mobile number, please provide it. Let me repeat the same mobile number I entered here. Let me see if and then add ID. So here, what we are going to do is we are going to upload our necessary documents. So you must present the verification document used for this registration on the test date. So whichever document you are using, that is the same document you must present during the test date. So assuming you use a passport in the registration and you went to the examination room with your national ID or Ghana card, it won't be accepted. So if you are using the Ghana card, you have to make sure that that is what will be taken to the examination room. And if you are using the passport, you have to make sure that is what will be taken to the examination room. So here I'm going to use the passport. So let me so expiry date is month is somewhere in September, and the year is 2022. So I believe you are really getting on as the registration process. It's not very difficult. Passport issuing authority or country, so it's still Ghana. And let's move on to the additional details. So now step 3. The process seems quite long, but then I think all the information they are asking you are really important and you must provide them accordingly. If you know what you are doing, it shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes or probably more than 20 minutes. Let me put it that way. So now my gender, I'm a male. Please select title and Mr. Which country or territory of nationality? Definitely Ghana. Okay. What is your first language? First language is Akan. How many years have you been studying English? So you choose. Probably I've studied English all my entire life. Right from kindergarten. So how do I choose? So you can choose whichever. Probably if you are studying English for 1 year or something, whatever befits you, you choose. And what level of education have you completed? And let me throw more light on this. This probably, even though it's an information you have to provide, it doesn't really determine as to whether your exam will set a different question so easy from the others for you. Let's say someone choose 1 year of studying English or less than 1 year of studying English. That doesn't mean that his or her questions will be different from yours. No. They just want to know the number of years you have studied English. It's not as if you are going to have a different question or that they are going to favor you. Or if you choose more than 9 years or something, they are going to set very difficult questions for you. No. So what level of education have you completed? Actually, degree or equivalent. So add additional details. Let's move on. So we are going to the third step. So you can see them as and when you complete a step, you are shifted, you are moved to the next step. So please add the details below. What is your occupation sector? Let me try and type health and see the health and social services. What is your occupation level? What do I choose? Voice employee. senior level. Your interest in IELTS. Why are you taking the IELTS test? You see, now they have added new, information to the filling of the form. So at the time I registered, all these were not passed, so it made the registration very easier and simple. But then even at that time, I still suffered. I found it difficult because I couldn't make a headway. But I think this video is really going to help you get to know what to put at where. Understand? Now, your interest in IELTS. Why are you taking the IELTS? Is it to extend your course outside the country, or probably higher education short course, further educational purposes, registration, immigration, employment, professional registration, not medical? So whichever reason you have to, or whichever reason you want to write the exams, you just do so. So registration as a nurse, registration as a dentist, other or personal reasons. So let me choose personal reasons. And which country or territory do you want to stay or work? This doesn't necessarily matter. Remember, at the time I registered, I chose USA or America. But then after I wrote the exams and passed, my idea or my preferred country changed. So it doesn't necessarily matter. You can choose whichever country you want. So let me see, America. Okay, add receiving organization. You can send your results to up to 5 organizations. You can include academic institutions, government agencies, professional bodies, and employers. You see, this is optional. You can probably permit a British Council to forward your test report form, which is the IELTS results, to some institutions, and probably it all depends on you. So if you prefer that after you are done writing the exams, your results are sent to some institutions, government agencies, and other academic firms or professional bodies, it's a matter of actually going into agreement with the British Council. So would you like to choose these organizations? I'll choose these organizations later, meaning that your interest, you don't really have the interest in that. You don't want British Council to be sending your or to send your results to any institution or academic bodies. I will choose these organizations now. Now, when you do that, it means that you are permitted British Council to send your results to any professional or organization or other bodies. So, should you choose that, the other options you have to show which country and which organization. But then I will choose later. I don't prefer my IELTS test report form be sent to any organization or any academic body. So let me review my application. Your test selection is being helpful. So this is information that runs to your booking has not been completed yet. Please check all the details carefully before you pay. So this is very, very important. You have to go to this, the final stage. So assuming that I wanted to choose IELTS academic by the paper-based type, and here the case I have chosen computer-related test. Now, if I don't like this, it means that I have to go back and then change this to paper-based test. Otherwise, if I should pay or if I should complete the booking, this is the exams I'll be sitting for. I won't close the examination expecting paper-based or a paper to be put in front of me. No. The only thing I'll have in front of me is a computer on which I'll be answering my IELTS questions. So you have to take a physical look at this. You have to go to review the information you have provided. So I chose 16 as the date I would write the IELTS. And these are the times I choose for the test. I chose 9 o'clock and I'm supposed to arrive at 8 o'clock and the test ends at 11:45. The test center is Accra, British Council, Ghana. And I choose a speaking date which is also on 16th and then the time is 2 o'clock. So you have to review all this to make sure that every information I provided is correct. So you can edit this, you can edit the details, you can edit your identification details, your additional details, and everything. This is optional. An organization scenario, you can still edit. Maybe you hadn't decided as at the time you were on that page, but now you want to permit British Council to send your test report form to other institutions. You can do the editing here, and these are the terms and conditions. So you just click on that. So now the last thing is to do the payment. So now you have not done the test yet. Please choose payment method. Well, with the payment method, what I did was at the time I registered, usually British Councils or the IELTS payment is done through the Standard Chartered Bank. And if you don't have the bank at your location, you can let somebody pay on your behalf. That is what I did. You have to give your details to a person, whether a friend or a family member, somewhere close to where the Standard Chartered Bank is, and he or she can go to the bank and make payment. So you give him or her your details, and you will make the payment. When the payment is done, the British Council will send you a message indicating that they have really received your payment, and now you have fully booked the exams. So then they will send you a package of an IELTS preparation material, which is the route to IELTS. So this is really important. So if you see that I made a mistake here, but this gives me the opportunity to change it. So that is very important to review your information before you finally submit. So how would you like to pay? You can pay through the Visa card, or you can pay on which means you can pay online, and you can pay another way. That is what I explained. You can let a friend pay on your behalf. That is what I did. But if you have a Visa card, you can probably load the card and then pay online. This is very simple. So let's say I want to pay another way. What do I do? So you pay later. Now what this means is that you have to walk to any branch of Standard Chartered Bank in Ghana. You pick a British Council virtual account deposit slip. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry at all, because once you go to the bank, they are already aware of this particular deposit slip, and they can help you fill the form with ease. So you'll be given a virtual account number and add the last digit of your registration reference number, which British Council will send to you when you register. Ensure you write your full registration number in the registration preference. So I think I have done a lot with you with regards to the registration. This is actually what you have to do when you want to register for the exams. And IELTS, as I said, is an opportunistic exams, which actually gives you the opportunity to explore explore other countries, especially the English-speaking ones. So I think I have done much with you today, and if you are about registering, you will find it very easy doing so. Before I take leave of you, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please click on the subscribe button right under this video, and you get all my video teachings about this particular topic. My intention is to help you pass IELTS once and for all. I don't really want you to go through the stress I went through. That is why I am here with, and that is why I'm doing this video, to showcase how to go through the registration process. Thank you for staying with me up to this point. Do well to like and share this video, and lastly, subscribe to this channel. Hope to see you in the next video.